All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do a topic here. My name is Jason McManus, and I'm a high school coach in South Carolina. I've been speaking with Glazier for about 20 years now, off and on, and we want to do a tutorial here. How to formulate a call sheet using the Hudl analysis beta feature. Okay, so we are transitioning into Hudl beta, so I want to go through and a couple things, show you guys how I use a call sheet, what my call sheet looks like, and then how I input and incorporate data in my weekly breakdowns, and then basically just transfer that data to the practice schedule, to the practice field, and then from the practice schedule to the practice field onto my call sheet for Friday nights, okay? So let's go ahead and get started here. Obviously, when you log into Hudl, this isn't a copy of my call sheet. I'll get to that in just a second. So obviously, when you log into Hudl, guys, you want to, you can go here and do the classic Hudl, or you can go to Hudl beta, all right? So what I'm going to do is just walk you through kind of how I break down film and show you how it translates to my call sheet. So if you look right here, this is our season, okay? And then you want to click right here, and the game that I'm going to do our playoff game. So I'm going to do it from a scouting standpoint instead of a self-scout standpoint. So you're going to click on the game, click on the video, okay? And then if you notice, guys, there is a ton of information, okay? Let me put this screen on the right here. I'm sorry. Put it up here. Okay, there is a ton of information in this. So if you look, you've got all the games. Okay, you've got the data. You've got the play. You can scroll down right here, and then you can add data as you want. Okay, it's best if you put this data on the left so you can see the data and go from there. So that's something that's really, really important. So if you want to put a play in, all right, you want to click on this pencil here. All right. So when we break down film, obviously I go ahead and predetermine which columns that I want. Okay. So for me, I'm going to do the play number, which was, the first play of the offense, we had a kick. Obviously, down, distance, yard line, hash. We don't really do strength or backfield. Offensive play, obviously the play type, play direction, complete, result, gain or loss, front, blitz, coverage, and quarter. Okay, this is when I'm a scouting opponent. So this is the information that I'm going to put in. So, for example, this first play of the game right here, obviously you see it. They're in a 4-2 box. Okay, so it's a 4-2, and they're playing cover one, straight cover one, first play of the game. Okay, we see that right there. All right, so when I'm breaking down film, obviously, if you have Hudl sideline, then those guys are going to do all the, down and distance, first and 10, left hash, minus 27 yard line. We call this formation our ace formation. The back's on the left, so we call it far. So this is ace far. So all that information is put in for you. And then what I do is I go back and I put in the front, which for us is a 4-1. That should be a 4-2. Let me put that in as a 4-2. All right, and I just kind of threw some data in so you could see it, but that's actually a 4-2 box, okay? So you've got all your tags. A boss, double means a DN, stand up. Over is a 3 technique strong. Under 3 technique weak. There's a lot of information there. So you got a 4-2 box, okay? Cover one, okay? That's cover one for us, all right? Now I go to the second play, all right? So you see the play right here. Now they're in a little bit of a different formation here, okay? So they actually are in a boss look where they boss the backers, okay? They boss the backers to the trips, okay? And we call that cover 7, where they're playing man coverage right here, and they're playing palms or quarters over those two, all right? And then they're man in the backside or playing a game over there. So when you put that data in, That's 4-1 boss to me. That means that there's a 4-1 box and the mic is boss to the trip. So that's a 4-1 boss. And then I call that cover 7, okay, where they're pressing 1 and playing 3/2 there. Okay. So, that's a really good play there. All right, let's go here. Now we're in an empty set. Okay. So again, you add the data for the film breakdown. So obviously all your other information is in. So the play number, the ODK, the down, the distance, the yard line, the hash, the formation. You may have to put formation in if Hudl sideline doesn't do it. We don't mess with strength or backfield. Play, runner pass, result, complete, gain or loss. And then the front again is a 4-1 boss, and it's cover 7 again. Okay. The next one. So again, it's a 4-2 again. So you see it's a 4-2 box. Okay. They're in a 4-2 box. All right. 4-2 box. All right. And then they're playing cover 1 to this. Okay. So again, I'm putting in the data, I'm putting in the information, 4-2 cover 1. All right. The next one here. All right. And this is I'll stop after this one with the information. So I wanted to put a blitz in here. So they're actually, 4-2, and then they're bringing the wheel linebacker. So they're bringing this wheel linebacker right here in the A gap. I call that the 1 hole. So the 1 hole is weak, A gap, 3, 5, 7 weak, A, B, C, D strong. So, we've got the weak A gap, and then they're playing straight cover 0 to this. They ended up blitzing right into it. Okay. We don't block that guy. So again, you see how we put in the data. Now you can, when you put in the columns, you can rearrange this information however you want to do it. Okay. This is another great feature. Whatever information you want to put in. All right. Let me go back so you see that. So you want to click on it, and then you want to go fields. Okay. So obviously your basic info is ODK, and I do down, distance, hash, yard line, formation, personnel would be one I need to put in there too. I'll go ahead and put that in there. Motion, we need to put motion. Okay. You do that. All the different tags, penalty yard, series, offensive players, defensive players, so you can put as much information as you want to in your breakdown data. All right. So then I save that. Okay. So let's go from there. All right. So now once you get the data in, then you start looking at your tendencies. Okay. So, and I just tagged the information in these 6 plays, but obviously we ran 104 clips in this game. Okay. Which was absolutely nuts. Okay. So, let's go and show you kind of how I formulate my call sheet. So one of the first things on my call sheet is the opening script. And you see right there, and this doesn't really come from the game. This is more of an overall feel for how they're going to play us and how they're going to line up. But obviously my opening script is our best 10 plays of the game. Okay. This is our best 10 plays that we like. These are the plays that we think we're going to have a lot of success with, and then we're going to roll with it from there. The first one I want to go to is the drive starters. Okay, so the drive starters are the first play off the sideline after a kickoff return. So if you notice, I've got runs here. Okay, I've got screens here, and then I've got a pass here. All right, so I've got about 7 or 8 runs, 3 or 4 screens, and a couple passes. So when I'm watching film, and I'll show you exactly how I do this, okay? So obviously, when we go to our situations and we go to tendencies, there's a run or pass, there's a formation, there's more offensive tendencies, personnel, play direction, offensive strength, motion direction, and things of that nature. So when you scroll down to drive starter, okay, all right, you're going to click on drive starter. So there were 15 drive starters in this game. Okay. That's the first play of the series off the sideline. So I'm going to click on that. Okay. Now it's going to pull those 15 clips for me. All right. So if I look at it, all I've got to do is I'm going to click on the 15 clips and I'm going to save it as Daniel. And I'm an all caps guy. So sorry on that. Daniel drive starters. Okay. So this is my playlist. Okay. So there's my playlist. All right. So when you look up here now, okay, there are the drive starters. All right. So when I watch the drive starter cut up, okay, here are the 15 plays where the defense is on the field first down. So you see right here they're in ace. We're in ace. Okay, here's a 20 personnel. Okay, here's a 2x2 set. Okay, here's a 20 personnel set. Okay, so what you see, guys, is what I'm trying to do when I study the drive starters is I'm trying to see how they are going to play us off the sideline. Okay, so what a lot of times it looks like is I will watch these cut ups. I will watch this cut up on Sunday or through the week, and I will notice that, hey, they never blitz. You see right here, here's an empty set. They're just playing base defense. Here's another, just 4-2 basic defense. Okay. Here's base defense. Okay. Here's base defense again. All right. So you see kind of how they play us. So now I'm able to know that when I put on my call sheet, I can pretty much put on any of our basic plays that I feel really good about off the sideline because they're going to give us a base look. Okay, so that's one of the first things that I do. Okay, now if you ever want to delete your cut up, obviously you just click on that and then you delete it. Okay, so I always delete my cut ups at the end of the week. So there's the game. Okay, let me go back to it. Okay, so that was the first one that we did. All right, now let's say we want to talk about movements and nakeds and things of that nature. That's miscellaneous stuff, so I don't invest a lot of time in it. But now what I do look at is now the next thing we're going to talk about is our runs. Okay, so when I do a cut up, obviously right here I'm going to look at all the runs. Okay, so when I'm breaking down a game film, okay, I'm going to separate all. We typically do 3 games. Okay, we do the last 3 opponents. And then obviously, we try to do teams that marry up to what we do. So, for example, in this game, I'm going to click on the 37% run, which is 34 clips. All right, I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to create another playlist. So, new playlist. So this will be Daniel runs. Okay. All right. So now, when I watch the run playlist. Okay, let me click out of that left, put it on the left. All right, so now here are all the runs from a specific game. Okay, so here's your toss read, here's your zone, your trap, your quarterback draw. So when I'm watching an opponent, I'm watching to see what the other team is running against those guys. Okay, so for example, I want to see how teams are attacking other teams. So the first thing that we look forward is, okay, I'll give you an example. We were watching this game right here, and we knew that this team was a big they were going to squeeze with the down block and scrape every single time. Okay, so your zone read game wasn't very good because they were always going to have a squeeze player and a scrape player. And while we're on this, you still have your drawing tools where you can add the box. Okay, you can add your text box. Okay, let me delete that. Oh, let me delete that out of there. Yeah, I'm still playing with it here, so pardon me on that. Okay. You also have your lines. You can still line, and then just to delete it, click on the arrow and then click on it and you go there. You can still highlight your players. You can circle, when you're showing your kids, film and things of that nature, you can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. Okay, so all the features are still the same. So going back to what I was saying, we knew that when we played this team, okay, and I can show you the end zone copy. So when this tackle blocked down, okay, we knew that they were going to squeeze scrape every time. So when he blocked down, he was going to chase and he was going to redirect. So we ended up putting in the toss read play this week, which we had ran in years past. It wasn't a problem, okay, where we could get to squeeze scrape and we could actually toss the ball, and then we had a hat, okay, to block the guy. So we knew that was something we studied, to where we were going to crack him, block him, and then we knew we were going to get the toss, and then you're one-on-one with that guy. So that was something that was really good for film study, is we were able to sort all the runs and figure out that they were going to do that, okay? So that's why you want to separate your runs and your passes, is that allows you to study the runs, and then once you figure out what runs you're going to do, then obviously, again, you see right here, guys, I just put it on my call sheet. I do it by runs, okay? So here's the inside zone. Here's the inside zone where we're locking it. These are misdirection runs where the linemen are blocking one way and the back and offensive line, or the back and quarterback going the other. This is outside zone. This is a trap play, and this is the toss play that we just showed you. So these are all the runs that I carried in this ball game, okay? And I just put them directly on my call sheet from the practice schedule, based on what I saw in film study, okay? So let's go back. All right, let's clear this out now. Let's see. Let's go back and clear it out. And again, it takes some getting used to, but it's still a really, really good way to do it. So let's delete the runs. Okay, let's delete that. Okay, and you don't have to delete. I like keeping my library clear. Okay, so going back to the game. Okay, here's the game. All right, so now, again, let's say you want to look at the passes. So it's the same thing. Okay, so here are 57 clips of throws. Okay, so here's an RPO. Here's the old stick, screen and go, sail wrap, 4 verticals, 4 vertical switch, double slant, drive, bubble slant. We do a lot of stuff. Okay, so again, you're able to, Daniel passing game. Okay, and you can even do it, to where you're, you pull up your playlist here. Here's the playlist. There it is. Okay, here it is. So 57 clips. So now, again, I'm going to study, okay, how other teams attack them. All right. So this is what we did in the game. Obviously, this data is not going to be in here unless, you put it in. So when I go to my call sheet, obviously, you see the screens, and I actually do a screen cut up as well. But here's all our screens, which could be tied into the pass game. All right. So if you look, here are all of our 2x2 quicks, meaning a 2x2 10 personnel set. This is the quick game. All right. Here's the drop back game. Okay. The drop back game out of 2x2 10. So I group it by a 2x2 10 personnel set. And then I get into a 3x1 10 personnel set. Okay. Which is trips. So here's your quick game out of trips. Okay. Here's your quick game drop back. Okay. Then I get into empty. So this is 3x2 empty. All right. Three receivers on one side, 2 on the other. So here's the quick game. And then here's the empty drop back. And then here's the quads, quads quicks, quads drop back. That means 4x1. And then here is 20 personnel. All right. Split back, split back gun, things of that nature. Quick game out of that, drop back out of that. Okay. So basically what I'm doing is when I'm studying the pass game, I'm studying these formations. So for example, here's the 20 personnel. So if a team ran a certain route that they liked, okay, then right here is blue for us. Okay. So there's blue snag right. So here's blue snag right. It's on my call sheet. I think we hit the snag, or he ends up working the field, which is fine. Okay. So that's really, really good there. All right. Now let's say we hit okay. we got into 12 personnel. Here's a 2 tight end set. And these were miscellaneous ones that I knew we could call. And I actually put this in. I'll get into this in a second. But if you look on my red zone throws, deuce, that's 2 tight ends. Go is the go route. Okay. So we got in the red zone, and I'll get into that in just a second. So there's your red zone throws. Okay. Man coverage, we just throw the go route for a touchdown. Touchdown. Okay. So that's the pass game. Okay. So now let's get into some situational stuff. All right. So let me delete this one and clear it out. Okay. We'll delete that one and clear it out. Let me go back. Okay. All right. So let's get on the left side. Let's go back to it now. The next thing that I transition to is on the back side of my call sheet. I'm not as concerned about second down as I am first down and third down. To me, we can call pretty much our basic stuff on second down and second short. I will tell you that on second and short, a lot of the times we'll take a shot and throw the ball down the field. Second and 7 or second and long, I'm just trying to call something to get back on schedule. But I will tell you, and I'll get into second, I do spend a ton of time on third down. Okay, so if you want to look, all right, let's say our down right here. Here is let's see, this is second down. Let me find third down. So you click on the little graphs here, fourth down, third down. That's second down. All right, let me get fourth. First down, all right. Third down is the little one. Okay, so there's 23 clips of third down. Okay, all right. And then I want to go, let's just go, you see right here, it's 3rd and 1, 3rd and 16, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 10. So when I break down the 3 games of our opponent, guys, I'm going to run a cut up on the 3rd and 1 and 3. So on my call sheet, you see it, 3rd and 7 or plus. That means 3rd and 7 or longer. So I'm going to run, let's see the down and distance here. So this is 3rd and 11. Okay. Here's 3rd and 10 more. There's 3rd and 8. Okay. So now here is my 3rd and 7 or long cut up. Okay. So now what I'll run, there's 13 clips there. All right. So I want to run a new clip. I want to run 3rd, 7 plus. Okay. There's my cut up. Okay. All right. So now pull it up. 3rd and 7 plus. Okay. And of course, you don't have to save a cut up. You can watch it. So now here's all my third. There's a 3rd and 12, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 10. So I'm going to study this cut up. Okay. I'm going to study it. Okay. And then when I study it, I'm looking to see, how are they going to play us on third down? Okay. Do they blitz? Do they play coverage? Do they just kind of twist the front? What do they do? So on my call sheet, there's my passes, okay? There's my runs, and there's my screens on 3rd and 7, okay? So, I'm going to do that for 3rd and 7, and then I'm also going to go back and I'm going to do it for, all right, let me go back here. Let's go 3rd down again, and let's go for, let's see. All right, let me go back and clear that out real quick. All right, let me go back to the game, and I'm still filtering through this too, guys. So bear with me. Okay, so you go back to the game. Okay. All right. So we want to go back to 3rd down. We said we want to situations. All right, we want to go 3rd down. Okay, and then we want to go 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 6 clips, okay, of 3rd and left. There's 6 clips of 3rd and 4 to 6. Okay, so obviously I'll do the same thing. Okay, I'll save my playlist, new playlist, Daniel, 3rd, 4 to 6, same thing. And then I do it for 3rd and 1 to 3 as well, so I'm getting the same cut ups. Okay, so Hopefully that's pretty good information for you there too. All right, let me keep rolling here. I've got about 5 minutes here. I want to show you the last thing. Okay, the last thing that I like to do is the field zones. Okay, so for me, the orange zone is the 25 to 16 yard line going in to score. The red zone is the 16 to the 6 going in to score. And then the goal line is the 5 and in going in. So if you look at it, here are my throws, here are my runs, okay? Here are my throws. Here are some runs if I want to run it. Goal line is the 5 and in, so here are some throws. All right, and then I've got my little goal line heavy package as well. All right, so again, the same thing. All right, so let's look at the game here. Let me delete that. Okay. All right, so here's the game. Okay. Let's see. Let me pull up the game. Chapman versus Daniel. Okay, there's 104 clips. All right, so now, all right, let's go field zone. All right. Ungroup stats. So here's the field zone. Okay, and you can customize this. So you see my red zone, my orange zone, my goal line. Okay, so let's say I want to run a goal line cut up. Okay, there's only 4 clips there. All right, let me X that one out. All right, let's go red zone. Okay, so there's 9 clips of the red zone. All right, so red zone. So here it is. Daniel, red zone. Okay, and again, I know that that's from the 16 to the 5. There it is. All right. Let me go back. Let me pull the orange zone. Okay, let me X out of the red zone. Okay, so here is excuse me. Let me save it. Daniel orange zone. Okay. All right, let me X out of that. Let me do Daniel goal line. Okay, now here's the Daniel goal line clips. Okay, so Daniel goal line. All right, so there are all your cut ups for the field zone. So when I'm studying goal line, okay, I usually watch goal line on Tuesday because we ended up doing a little bit of goal line. So the 3 games that we break down, there will be a goal line cut up. I run a ton of cut ups. Okay, so I'm gonna study goal line and I'm gonna say, what runs do we like? Okay. We put in a little rub play on the goal line for a touchdown there. You see the excitement on the sideline. We knew they were going to be in man coverage. So, again, when you get down here, you get in a heavy set, are they going to blitz it? If you stay in a spread set, are they going to spread out? Things of that nature. So we did a little rub. Okay, here's our heavy set. We call it our beast formation. Okay, so this gives you clarity on how they are going to line up to your formations in the certain field zones. All right. Then I want to get in the red zone. Okay. For us, this is the 15 to the 6. Okay. So this is us right here, 15 to 6. We freeze it. We knew they're probably going to blitz us, things of that nature. All right, got to give him a better ball there. All right, we threw a little slant route here for a touchdown, I think. Okay, touchdown. Okay, so that is your field zones. Okay, so what we try to do again is we're going to build a playlist and we're going to build cut ups. Okay, for all the scenarios that I'm going to encounter in a game. Okay, and then obviously the last one is the coming off. Okay. Where you're on the -1 and the -6. So if we're backed up, we do that. So again, what I try to do to kind of wrap things up here, guys, is I'm going to take my call sheet and everything that we practice, we script, we do through the week is transferred directly from the practice schedules to my call sheet. Okay. All that is done by starting with Hudl breakdown. We're going to do 3 games. All right, we're going to put all the information in, every bit of information we can. We got all our coaches have Hudl responsibilities. I do the front, stunt, blitz, and coverage. We got coaches who are in charge of all the down and distance, the field zones, the highlights. But it really, really does work well if you can get all the data in and then you study it, and then you're able to just watch and do things from there. Okay, Again, my name is Jason McManus. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at any time. Thank you.